All right, let's party. Wah. And then a wah. Oh. OBS, why do you like that? How's it going, everybody? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm the kind of nerd that announces my stream and Squid server. That's me, the guy. Yeah. How's it going, everybody? On YouTube, hello, coffee and composting. How you doing? Enjoy your dinner. And on the Twitch side, how you doing, Matthew? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Shadow? How you doing, Nobody? How you doing, Chakray? How you doing, Steve? Yeah, it's hell time. It's hell time. How you doing, Mini Dow? How you doing, Moss? How you doing, Bonnie? How you doing, Double XL Big Bad Dragon Toy? Howdy, individual. Fucking nerd. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. It's it's been a bit. It's been a bit because I had to miss out on Sunday. Also, Double XL Big Bad Dragon Toy. Thank you for your follow. Welcome to the workshop because I'm not a coward, so I will read your full name. How you doing? How you doing? But hopefully everyone's had a good time. A lot. I've been doing a lot. I'm doing all right. Calm down, nerds. Calm down. Fucking dorks. Sleep deprived. I'm doing good. So I just got done assembling. They're not fully done. These are the noise marines. I'm printing out some shoulder pads and some heads for them that I thought originally, like, I thought I had some more ready, but they're not. This is probably what I'll be painting on Tuesday, very likely. Also, Ryan Gosling Observer, just because I could. I've been doing that today. So you spent too long. I mean, I think I've mentioned before. Also, how you doing, Airship Johnson? Welcome. How you doing? Johnston. My bad. No, it's just that, like, it's a funny name, so it's fun to read out. But so like that happened. My good old iPhone finally died. Rest in pieces. Good old faithful. It lasted a decent amount of time, actually. I can't super complain about its length. Currently, what I am doing right now is I got a new one. I had to get a new one yesterday. Oh, box noise. They kind of do, yeah. They kind of do. And I didn't, buddy. Welcome. Well, the thing is, like, as a VTuber, you do need the iPhone. It gives you better to, like, you get access to, like, better tracking variables. I actually, oh goddamn, I forgot the mute bullshit. Whatever. It'll be fine. Move the ladder around a little bit. Get started on an Azeb. Which is you know, I got some. I've been definitely like there's a lot of Trench Crusade stuff already. Maybe I should work on the orange first. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, we're back. Let's go. So yeah, I'm working on this Azeb today. But yeah, so, like, you know, I don't know if this is just my brain. I do feel like my tracking's a little better already. I don't know if, like, I upgraded from a 12 to a 16, so, like, that's got to get a little. I don't know if the wigglers are. I feel like my head are really sharp. I might need to fix that, actually. I have too powerful of a look. How you doing, Ars? Welcome. How you doing? I'm realizing that I've gotten far too powerful. And how you doing, Dueling? Welcome. And how you doing, Rosario? Welcome. Howdy. Fun to say howdy. It's weird. I'm not the kind of person that says howdy, like, in person, but, like, it's fun to say online. Other things I've been up to. So I got some nerds trained up on that's how you doing, Dangerous Marks. How you doing? It looked more like Norska making the base. Oh, you're saying, like, how to make the base? I honestly, I really like the AK interactive paints. What's it called? I really like the AK interactive snow effects. I use those for some of my stuff. They actually legitimately look very, very nice. It's got in the art, he's got, like, a little, like, scroll thing there, but it also, like, is colored exactly the same as his robes, which is a weird choice. On your life, about high on here. That's fair too. I don't know. It's my internal lingo is fucked. Does Callie say howdy a lot? I could see that. I could see that based off of her just, like, general dad energy. You're also from Texas. Got you. I could see that. I could see saying howdy. It's, for me, it's a thing that I don't know how much if it's ironic or not. I did not grow up in Texas. I've actually never been to Texas. I've really not been a lot of places, if I'm going to be honest. I'm a very, like, stay where I'm at kind of guy unless people invite me other places. I'm not particularly adventurous, more or less. She does have a cow. Oh fuck, you're right, she does. Fair point. Yeah, just like a little spot. No, I don't want to. I took one day off streaming and Mr. Hands is already uttered within 10 minutes. Dear God. Why it hasn't? I don't know. I think assuming like regular plans for G-dubs is a bit of a fool's errand. We're kind of lucky that we honestly got the Cathay stuff, because that was pretty much shelved for a while. Or at least they said it was shelved for a while, so I don't know if they were like trying to hold back like a big surprise or not or whatever. I don't know who's in the hollows. Like I've been my knowledge of hollows continues to be like, I think I've been seeing a couple little more clips here and there, but not a huge amount. How you doing, Horror Loving? Nice. Ooh, still got the snap. Still got the snap in me. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, the gun game. Yeah, okay. I do remember. I think that and both like that and the hunter game, I've always been like have on the docket to watch and have not got around to. I don't know. I can't get hyped for Chaos Dwarves anymore, because I think for like since 2nd edition people were like Chaos Dwarves. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, everybody. It's only a matter of time. Guys, there's a one page mention in the rulebook about Chaos Dwarves. Chaos Dwarves are coming. Chaos Dwarves are imminent. Guys, there's Chaos Dwarves in Total Warhammer. You know what that means, right? Chaos Dwarves very, very soon. So it's like I can't get excited for. I love Chaos Dwarves. I think Chaos Dwarves are neat. I can't get excited for them anymore because it's been hyped for too long. It's like the Malarian Shadow Elves or whatever. Like they think those have been kind of like whispered in the dockets for a while. Like coming. No, that's fair. That's fair. My interaction with Hollow is still very week. It's actually been really kind of interesting because Cleo got invited to Phase Connect, and because of that, I've been seeing a lot more like Phase Connect clips that feature her and Mari. So I'm like, oh, okay, I've actually like seen a lot more Phase Connect than I've done in a hot fucking minute. How you doing, Jay? Welcome. Watching Zomboid. Hey, let's go. I mean, you know, if you like a game, you gotta get people into it. How you doing, Lotta? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, I also played a game of Trench Crusade at a vintage toy store. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why my life keeps getting like this. I keep finding like these like secret conclaves of people that play Trench Crusade in my city, and I don't get it. I don't understand. It was like a dearth of people, and then now I'm basically just going around just I'm legitimately wondering if the next place will straight up be like a pizzeria. Like it's very strange. Yeah. Cleo got into Phase recently. Good for her, honestly. Cleo's a nice lady. I haven't interacted with her like a super huge amount. Like, you know, she's nice enough. She is nice in my interaction. Enough sounds like insulting. It's not. I mean, like you know, a little bit I've talked to her. She seemed like a nice lady. It's a video game on Steam. It's called Micro. I have a tutorial bookmarked that once I integrate it, I'm gonna make my cringe even more powerful. I'm just letting you know that the cringe is being prepped to be even more of a thing. Just brace for impact there. The has first. No, there's been so many hag VTubers. Like I don't know. I think it's a lot of people. This might be like a lot of people's like you know, general introduction to like a older than usual lady. I don't know how old Cleo is off the top of my head, but I think a lot of people like that's the oldest. I don't think people realize how many of like the OG hollows are kind of the more ancient side as well. Like a lot of them were like around for a while. Like I think Corone has been around for fucking ever, like online. Oh, use hag Azeb. No, that's also not true. That's also not true. I don't think that's. I don't know. It doesn't sound right. Because I swear, like, people have been using hag forever. If Almanta says it, I'm more willing to believe, but I still don't feel like that's right. I still don't feel like that's right, but we'll go with it. The hidden trenches. I mean, you might as well. I think the thing is there's like, I'm gonna say like punkier people. That seems to be the common thread. So it's like people like the guy who's I played at a tattoo parlor and I played at a like a vintage toy store, and both of them were ran by kind of like punky dudes. So honestly, if you have like a local punk scene, I would actually start asking around there, because that's probably going to be your best bet if I have if I had to guesstimate. If I had to guesstimate. Yeah, oh yeah. Hall's got like a reasonably large collection of older people in them. It's like, you get that life experience, or even that like job experience is pretty legit. I think there's like a lot of like people that like join the companies and they're like, oh yeah, no, this is my first time with like a real job, and that's why they kind of implode a little bit. Put a bunch of intersection knockoffs from. Ooh, let's go. Hey, what do you mean like intersection knockoffs? Not bad. With my local church? I don't know, maybe. I mean, like, I could see it. How you doing, Billy? It do be me. I was gone for exactly one day, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, Hal died." No one implies that. I've had like, I every now and then I'll take like a day off to do like stuff. Congratulations on being 26. I mean 26. I'm fucking way older than 26. 26 is like not even close to a start of how old I am. Dude. I think I'll wait for that to dry a little bit. Actually work on this guy. I got effectively. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, you're trying to be nice. Well, no. You don't. I don't hate you. No, you don't need to be nice. I like being old. Like that's that's kind of my thing. Like I can't stress enough that like a lot of my content is because I am an older male on the internet that knows kind of esoteric nerdy bullshit. Like that's a feature, not a bug. Yes, you're right. You guys are correct. I secretly hate all of you, especially you. I'm pointing to somebody. They know who I'm referring to. I'm not going to mention names, but they in particular know. Schmorp. I don't know. It's really like I was trying to think of like a fake name, like even slightly, and I was like, no, I need to backpedal from this. Never, Matthew. Never. It's someday. I don't know. The thing is, like, I'm iffy about releasing big TRPG VODs. I guess I could put it back on my VOD channel. I do have a VOD channel. I just don't want it to fuck with my current algorithm. YouTube is such like a silly thing with algorithm stuff that I don't want to like fuck my shit over real bad. So I should probably repaint this slightly different. The slightly darker color and then build up to. Yeah, I'll do this dark yellow. Virtual twin, old internet man. It feels good being an old internet man. I think a lot of people think I'm kind of younger because I have like a relatively lighter voice for a dude. But yeah, no, which I don't know. That's not that unusual. I know like a lot of people that are like relatively older than me and kind of like a very similar-ish voice. But yeah. No, I'm like not the oldest VTuber. I don't even know how I bracket it. But I'm in the older one. Yeah, I'm glad you like the Lancer one shot. I am the Sword World will be happening probably if things are going well, and they seem to be. I was able to run some people through character creation stuff. That should be happening either like maybe around like the week of the 19th, or maybe like as early potentially, or as late as early June. Which is kind of fucked up because I have not run TRPGs like earlier on in the year prior to that, which usually I do, but like stuff and things and scheduling. Also, wait for the literal granny. I think there's a couple. Usually I find that like when you get to like the real olds, usually that's when you go to Japan. Like the Japanese side of VTubing is where I think you find like the old, like the real Oji-sans and stuff like that. A couple of 41s. I know there's like what's her name? Like Lukajin? She's like a horse lady VTuber, and I think she's like 40 something. Then there's like Leaflet's Mama Sari, who I think is like 56. She's like the mother of a full adult. It's like there's like a decent spread of like older people out there. Yeah, exactly. I just ring like a tree inward. It's like that one Doran quote where it's like ring your wisdom like inwards and then something. It's been a while since I looked at Doran the card. Oh yeah, I remember her. I remember her from like years. Yeah, because she like reincarnated as a sheep at some point. Sometimes that happens where like a VTuber will like, I'm done VTubing. I don't remember if she actually like, quit VTubing or she just like kind of quietly reincarnated. But like, yeah, there's like sometimes a VTuber will just be like gone. I'm like, oh fuck, where did they go? And they'll go like come back as a different person. Like, oh, okay. I vaguely remember you. That's another one I don't think I've really particularly interacted with much, but actually, I can't even argue that she was in like similar-ish circles. No, that was like, it was kind of like a whole different sphere of VTubing that I was just like, oh, that's a person. Oh, okay. So, oh, gotcha. I mean, reincarnating is neat. I mean, sometimes you do it for corporal reasons. Sometimes because, like, you know, you're like maybe like you got like an audience you weren't super jazzed about, or a lot of times too. Sometimes, you know, playing a character for a while. I mean, I'm not playing a character. I'm honest, true elf man. But some people are like, oh, I've been this thing for like 3 years, and like, you know, I've either changed my mind as a person or it never. There's some people, there's actually like a non-trivial amount of VTubers who are like, I actually just started VTubing as an OC of mine, but I love that OC to pieces, but as a person, I do not fit that OC skin very well. And that's like that's a reason for it. It is a fascinating topic for sure. There's like a lot of kind of interesting personal preference mixed into there. Also, if you're wondering why I'm painting parts of this guy like kind of like weird yellow over brown, I was originally gonna do the brown as more like gold bits, but I think I'm leaning more into the idea that's like he's actively transforming into like a something not great. I go with the idea for my Sultanate that they pick up people who are like dying of like turbo leprosy, and they're like, well, we could probably stop this. And then maybe they turn into horrible monsters later because, like, you know, imprecise science. And then I'm mixing that in with like the regular Azeb, who's just a guy. He's just a guy who's there to shoot. Taka. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that happens sometimes too. We're just like sometimes I'll just like find a VTuber like I've never heard of you, but a lot of people I know you, so I'm gonna follow you and we'll see how that goes. Happens a decent amount. This guy is very detailed for like as like a very basic trooper man. He's got like a lot going on. I'm gonna be honest. Like this, I'm gonna be real. This is like a very, very intricate lad. Under the fabric, because I just totally missed that in general. I gotta get some grays. I gotta get some browns for like the pouches and like the probably part of the backpack. They can go with that. They do. It's a very nice model, to be fair. It's a very nice model. I do like it. Yeah, no, he is full up on gubbins for sure. How you doing, Noodles? Welcome. How you doing? How your gubbins doing? Mine are doing great. as I'm slowly painting them. But yeah, no, I don't know. I like I'm a funky shapeshifter lad too, so I get a little bit more flexibility than a lot of other VTubers. Well, good morning. Sometimes morning's 9 p.m. I guess it's closer to 10 now. Then again, also a lot of you guys are in like the UK where it's like actually morning. But yeah, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. I'm painting lad. Yeah, exactly. Potty's got it. It's 10 p.m. Sometimes mornings 10 p.m. or 3 a.m. Listen, I'm bad with time zones. There's a website called Hammer Time that will convert time zone stuff for you for like different globes and like different time zones across the globe, and it's a fucking godsend for VTubing. Holy shit, I can't stress enough how good that is. With the anime grill, I mean, you know, you like, I think at the end of the day, like, just do what makes you feel comfy, and if you feel like you need to change the grill part up, go for it. Like, never feel contained. Like, you know, gotta do what's good for you at the end of the day. If you're like, I don't feel like grilling no more, and you can ungrill, and you can reverse grill. Maybe you're gonna be slow roasting. I don't know. Yeah, just go to different types of just like cooking apparatus. It is I'm sure there is an air fryer VTuber. I don't see them as much. There was a lot more like this, like I'm a gimmick VTuber. And like I mean gimmick as in like my concept is a gimmick. I haven't seen a huge amount of like super gimmicky ones these days though. I haven't seen too many kind of like hella gimmicky accounts these days. I think a lot of them just kind of stop because it's a lot of work to be a VTuber, and they're like, oh man, after this gimmick wear off, I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this now, Mr. Krabs. Let's see. Could also do the same. Like a very specific leather that I know I have. I swear I have like a... Yeah, it's like making a joke character in like a tabletop. If it's like, it's me, I'm the funny juggle man, and then like, I know the memes will tell you that like, what if funny juggle man evolves and becomes like a valuable member of the party. But in my experience, usually funny juggle man just continues to be funny juggle man, and the people around you get sick of funny juggle man. Because I had that like my very first like campaign I played with my current group of friends, where there was a guy who's just like entire shtick was turning into a T-Rex, not T-Rex, a Triceratops, because he saw the Sir Barrington thing and it was like, I can do that with like less grace. Not that like Sir Barrington is like the fucking like the most quality of like subtle humor, but like you know what I mean though. Like he just kept, that was it. That was his entire character. What are you? I'm a bear, man. That's it. That's it. Okay. Hey, buddy. I had like a lighter brown for... So that... Because I had this... I actually did like a decent amount of like organization stuff over stream break, but like not as much as I would have liked. Basketball player refused to get on Time Machine yesterday, but basketball player refused to get on Time Machine. I guess I do. The thing is, like, a lot of DMs don't kill characters, so the joke will just last forever. Yeah. I mean, sometimes they do. Like, sometimes they do evolve beyond that and beyond funny juggle man. So what if I just take the skin tone and the... Tricky thing is I have this tone, which I use for flesh. So if I use a certain brown for flesh, it's going to be kind of... I'm overthinking this. I should just take one of my old faithful browns and just put it over there. Burnt umber, yeehaw, let's go. Oh, I remember what brown that was. That was the Wargame Fanatic one, the one that fucking chipped. Oh, I got rid of that one. Oh, okay, yeah, that's why I'm not finding it. Put like 2 dots of that and like 1 dot of another skin tone. Actually 2 dots of that, maybe 1 of this like lighter brown. There we go. Where does Akami show sort of bit? Okay, so I mean, like it sounds like they like are at least extending the concepts. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But yeah, I don't know. I luckily for the most part, I mean, honestly a lot of my TTRPG stuff is played with my local group. So I'm kind of expecting like what most of the characters are gonna be for that. Go ship a confirmation on. Oh, y'all, let's go. Hell yeah. I cannot wait. Good shit when your bugs arrive. I got some stuff being ordered, so I ordered the onigiri. I got a onigiri kit because Steve originally purchased round 2 of the sesame kit, but the sesame kit was out of stock, so I ordered the onigiri. I ordered it from Hobby Link Japan, which is cool, but also they have to ship it from Japan, so the shipping was super expensive. But that's fine, because I also ordered me a Bochi figure. I'm the fakest Bochi fan ever, but there's like, I really like the blue haired girl from that, so I was like, oh cool, she's got like a relatively budget figure. Also, I'll pick that up as well. But yeah, oh yeah, import tax to be real, yeah. A lot of bullshit like that. But yeah, so yeah, that should be arriving at some point in the future. I don't know when that's gonna arrive, but it'd be neat. Yeah, because this guy's just got gloves on. Pretty, which is pretty. Hey, yay, no open skin. Like, no, hold on. There's a bunch of dots under here from like the printer stuff. Usually, like it doesn't. I can usually just like kind of hit them up like that. That'll like. Yeah, get a little bit. It's probably still gonna be a bit fun. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I have to do that like a non-trivial amount of times where just like, well, I didn't see the little support remainders until it was far too late. Fucking forever. It's fine. As long as I like get like, you know, decent progress. I got some other stuff on the docket. Like I've Westphalia created like a really cool alternate series of artillery witches. And I need a gold artillery witch for my Heretic Legion, my Avarice stuff. So I'm like, okay, that might be a next Sunday mini thing. How's the hands? I'm trying to do Sunday for shorter stuff, and then like Tuesday for like, you know, probably for the because yeah the gas witches exactly, because you can't use gas stuff in fucking which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, like the artillery witch being able to ignore armor is kind of sweet. Like it's kind of legit. However, it's kind of a fucking bummer if you don't hit the original target, because then you're having like penalties to injury, which I'm not super jazzed about. To the point where I'm like, do I cut the artillery witch? I kind of want to keep her because like it's a cool model. Like it's such a cool model to like put in the game. Put in your list, I mean. Dope little STL the Clown Witch. Oh yeah, let's go. Get you some Clown Witch. Yippee! Hell yeah. Let's go. Grab you, correct. Oh yeah, I guess I also do the backpack with the feet. I need to do like a gray on the interior as well of like the leg, because I think I'm just gonna give him like gray pants. Feels about right. Gray pants feel right on this guy. It'll be Daijobu eventually. But yeah. Right now, but the big thing is like immediately after stream, I'm assuming I can get a 6 Noise Marines ready to go before stream on Tuesday. Probably. They're not full nukes. The idea that they're dropping nukes is a bit of like a fan thing, because like, you know, like it's a funny thing to joke about. How's how you doing, Marauding Frog? Welcome. She is very legit. But like in general, it's more just like small bombs. And the idea is that instead of like doing like a shooting attack like you would normally do, you pick a spot and you try to roll an accuracy roll. And if you hit, like you just deliver a bomb there. And if you miss, your bomb still like enters the area, but it deviates. So like sometimes you can hit your own guys, more or less. Usually in my experience, what happens if a bomb deviates, they're just going to try to move it away. And like usually the AoE is pretty big. So like if you miss by like 1, it'll still probably go like close enough that you can at least like wing them. And usually artillery witches are rolling just like a positive D6, which in Trench Crusade rules is pretty legit. It's effectively like being like reasonably accurate at guns. So like if your artillery witches are reasonably accurate in terms of just like shooting shit. Yeah, she really does hit, but like man, the so I went against 2 lists on so I was a newer person in my area was trying out a full Abyssinian list where they were just doing like at 700 points they had like 10 models, which is fucking insane. I was like, oh god. And it worked out reasonably well. Like for them. Like eventually the tricky thing was like for some reason, I've been playing in groups where we keep forgetting about the morale rules, but like at that shop, it was like, oh yeah, we should do this correctly. And I lost the morale roll because my fucking leader was downed. But the also fucking thing is I forgot that the leader gives +1 to morale roll, so which is fine because in another game I was playing and the other guy lost because of morale. It was like an extraction mission where I was getting my ass beat. It was like one of those things like, hey, how can I like borrow one of your armies? I was like, yeah. And I just watched my Methodius pilgrims just shell the ever-loving fuck out of my court. Dear God, an autocannon shrine anchorite is disgusting. It's so fun. It's so fun. Yeah, they have to have a bikini. I'm sure there's probably eventually going to be a bikini artillery witch model. That has to, like, I feel like that should exist already, but if it doesn't, it will in the near future. That feels like a thing that will exist on the internets. Hey, let's go. Yeah, get them with the grenades. I don't use a huge amount of grenade launchers, but like I'm still, I haven't played a huge amount of Heretic Legion, so I'm still trying to get like a good feel for that. Yeah, oh yeah, the when I went to that shop, people were like looking at my sick nasty artillery witch doing the kickflip. People really like that model. Not as much. Okay, this is another thing that happened over our leave of absence, everyone. Need to put him on screen. This motherfucker. How you doing, 20 committee? This motherfucker. Like, so I've been putting my stuff up on Instagram basically the entire time I've been a VTuber. It's been, I'll get like pretty solid numbers. I'm not like the biggest account, but I'll get people say like, oh, good shit. That is by far my most popular mini I've ever painted. It got over, I'm still actively getting new alerts about people liking or commenting on that thing. I'm going to use it as a Turf 28 lump just because it's the right size. It's a very fun model. I do agree. It's fun, but I'm just like, man. Oh shit, really? Let's go. It's very odd. The amount of people that know about me in a very general abstract sense is kind of wild. I'm still processing that to some level, like, overall. Did both of you bond over watching things from, like, you're like, well, if you think that elf is a funny painter, you should see him on the internet where I make puns at him and make him sad. It'd be fun, though. Yeah, I think it's like, what, there was a... I forget, there is a threshold that, like, there's like a semi-official threshold definition of what constitutes a micro-celebrity. I think I'm still under that threshold last I checked. Like, I feel like it was like 15,000 followers on something. I could be wrong. I know a lot of like people who are doing really well that don't have that many though, so like that might just be bullshit stuff. Whatever, because we're both like, hey, that's me. Let's go. Autistic convergence happened, and then my spirit was summoned. So as one does. You're running 6 Ecclesiarchy. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. Like I mean, I'm also playing Methodius, who can't make them explode, so that kind of defeats the point of the prisoners. But like, I don't know. They seem like a fun idea, and in my opinion, they work better in campaigns because there's a chance you could roll on a random table and just get a free prisoner. I don't think I would ever run 1 in any list I put together, let alone 6. 6 is especially like you're not going to be doing anything. Like you're like maybe you might luck out and kill something, sure, but like you'll have like no board control and you'll probably get your shit sniped, like real bad. Better be a nano celebrity. I believe in anyone that wants to be some form of tiny celebrity. Yeehaw, let's go. Oh, is 4 the limit on bomb? Oh, yeah, so yeah, then you probably don't want to do 4, because, like, I do notice that sometimes, like, that happens with wretches, too. Wretches are bad. Like, as somebody who runs court, wretches are bad. They don't do anything. But the amount of people who have, like, really, like, want to try the idea of, like, what if I could get, like, a bunch of wretches? Like, I don't think that's going to be as fun as you think it's going to be, because I think the idea sounds neat, but like they can't do anything. They're bad. Like they're there to get whipped in a corner or like maybe hold an objective, like if you're lucky. but it's like it's very silly. It's very, very silly. Yeah, I do like my wretches, but I use them as wretches, aka court pain batteries, where they make way more sense. They make way more sense as pain batteries for sure. On there, this guy's gonna be like relatively messy. These like little spots. I'm debating. I wonder if I could blend. It might also just be better when I just do some like. I get that. I gotta get the inside of this gun. That's gonna be like the big thing. I guess I could also like take this and then blend it, the flesh tone that I used and this together, and kind of like create like a more connective color. That's probably the way to go. Like wretch. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was actually thinking about eventually putting a flag on my artillery witch, but it turns out that you need 1 glory, and I've mostly been playing pickup games where glory does not exist. So who knows? How you doing, Moira? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I'm painting some Azebs, doing some very Azeb-y things. I got one that's like a mutant kit bash Azeb, this guy who's big chillin', and I got this guy who's like a more traditional one. This guy's very much like I am John regular Azeb, here to do regular Azeb things. So let's go. That could maybe be neat, yeah. Like access to more blessing markers. I mean, otherwise though, I'm kind of okay with where they're at. They do the thing they need to do. Like I can't complain too much about Azebs. Just like what do they do? Not Azebs. Wretches. Like what do they do? They run around. They get shot. Excellent. Love it. Love to see it. Their battlefield niche is determined. A little bit of metal on there. Thin brush I could use for metallics. I got a bunch of new brushes, but I'm not using some of them. Oh, whatever. I'm grabbing a little bit of metal for like the sleeve, the gun, and that's really about it. Just like get some nail on there. Touch this up in a bit. They did exactly. Die block enemy fire. I think maybe, I don't know. I do like that they can generally, I think there's like some stuff that like the I think if you do want to do wretches, I do think the what's it called? Mammon. I think Mammon and Herrick the Legion was like, oh yeah, you could just like exchange them for money at all times. So like that's pretty cool. Like, you know, you can have a bunch that are just like instead of having petty cash, you just have wretches that you can convert. How you doing, trading? Welcome. How you doing? You got a job? Hey, let's go. I know a lot of people are getting employed lately, which is good. You know, I always want all the nerds I know to get employed. Oh fuck yeah, let's go. Especially a 3-year job search is fucking harrowing. So I'm glad it worked out in the end. I'm super glad it worked out in the end. Are you at liberty to say what kind of job you got, or if you want to keep that private, go nuts. You don't have to say shit. They can't give an instrument. Oh dang. I mean, you could. I mean, it's only like 10 more just to give a regular trooper an instrument. So I know the joke of that. Though you could also just like use the stats and just make this is the ascended wretched. I guess you don't get that. The people also really do like that rule if they kill an elite somehow they get to ascend. They get to leave the army. Very unlikely to happen. Very, very, very I cannot stress enough how unlikely that is to happen. But it's such a fun rule that people are like, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna live the dream, and I wish them the very best. Because it's just borderline impossible, if I'm gonna be honest. It's a flavor text rule if I've ever seen one. Like I'm glad the rule exists because it does flesh out like a part of setting kind of intrinsically, but like I'm sorry, that shit will never happen. Yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, their duding must be feeble at the end of the day. A job. Hey, I mean, fuck yeah, let's go. Well, you know, a job is a job. Yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff. The thing is, at least the lieutenant is operating on neutral dice. So like that's like a reasonably good chance. Like it's not the perfect chance, but like, you know, 50-50 is way better than -1 melee dice off the bat. Like, oh god. Still not good. I can actually glue this guy to his base early. I try to get like the gooch, and I'm gonna try to get I just need the gooch. Glue him down. Be nice because that means I can also run him in the game. Let's go. Yeah, I still have my NA guys. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't think have I ever showed you guys this guy? This is my sniper priest. I found like a really cool STL. I was like, oh, I like that. A little bit of oh god. Okay, apparently I was like, oh, there's not like a lot of like little support room. There's a bunch on the back of the head I'll have to get. I kind of like this. I don't know. I've been looking for one and I just found this STL randomly. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. That looks neat. I have every army now at least 700 points except for New Antioch. Maybe not fully painted, mind you. Like my I need this guy and a Janissary to be 100% like in the clear for Sultanate. But besides those, I can run a pretty varied Sultanate list. Assuming that Sultanate list is house. I still also have these fuckers. I still got these fuckers to do. Actually, I think if I get through the enamel step, I can get this guy enameled. It's just his buddies I need to do a little bit more work on. Oh yeah, they would. Yeah. Apparently there's a... God. I understand why people do this. At my local shop, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make a Splinter Discord for Malifaux. I'm like, oh no, please. This is why I didn't end up playing any Warhammer stuff, because all the Warhammer people fracture into like 3 other discords that I just don't have the energy to like maintain. I just can't. I like having like one, like I find that like, you know, a discord per store, totally fine. I get that. I understand that. Those are effectively different places. But when people within stores decide to make sub discords, that's when I start screaming. That is actively when I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. My elven brain is mostly equipped to paint minis and then eat berries in a cave. Full space helmets. Oh yeah, this it's a stick grenade I convert to a bell. Oh hell yeah, let's go. Converting grenades into fun things. I was gonna have a musician for my dirge that was just like a fiddle, like a horrible corpse puppet with a fiddle, and I still need to do that actually. I think. Would definitely like to do that one of these days. I'm gonna make sure that like this bottom is like fully covered before I like seal it in by gluing the feet to the ground. There we go. Not the uncautious adventurers. Hey, listen. I got a sweet tooth. If cave berries are the only way I get access to sweets, I will feast upon the mystery cave berry flesh. Let's see what you got, bud. Also, this is a bit of a pain. So there's a skull, which is cool. I like the skull. I don't necessarily know, like, I need to re-put dirt there. There's just like a little edge. I couldn't quite clip the skull off. I used a little bit of this, like, dry brush that. How you doing, Dr. Anime? Welcome. Yeah, you need that. Yeah, exactly. Get that fruit toast. That fruit toast. I might actually just cover over that rock. I might just cover over that rock with some dirt. Just leave it be. Slightly brighter white for that skull, maybe. Everyone loves large chests. Is that real? I legitimately can't tell if that's like a fake thing or not. That sounds like it could be real. That sounds like it could be real. Yeah, just like a little bit of that titanium white. I can do some quick skull dry brushing. Hey, yippee, let's go. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, like, I haven't printed none of the motorcycle guys yet. Huh. Warning, this contains graphic violence and, oh no, profanity. Yes. Hey, don't juggle that. How you doing? How you doing? Nicolas Cage. One of those things I can actually kind of see the vision, but also I don't know. I think Nick Cage is fun, but I feel like Nick Cage needs to be used sparingly. I think if Nick Cage gets used too much, it gets too much. If that makes any sense. Ah, gotcha. Get the little. I like the little band around there that I need to hit up. The little string. A little rough, I believe. It's like, yeah, I gotta get like the wood for his gun. Probably the big thing I need to do for both of them. There we go. So then what I should be able to do is I should be able to take some of the buff. Actually kind of fun. There's just like his palette is just mostly just like different browns and different browns and just kind of yellows. It's a very earthy tone, which I like. Then you get that little bit of orange. Mix those two. Also, I don't know why this light must really be good for keeping me warm, because I was like freezing until I started streaming. I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is pretty relatively toasty. This is let me see. I mixed some buff with flesh tone. Extremely watery, but the idea it might be I can just kind of like mix these a little bit, like even like kind of mix them a little bit. How well this is gonna work. They're not relatively okay. A lot of the blending on this, I think, is gonna happen, especially once the once the wash starts getting applied. It's because I want to print. Yeah, that's what I did, because I was gonna print an artillery witch for a friend of mine, and for some reason, whenever I kept trying to print that side saddle witch, she kept snapping. Just like something would snap on the print, and I'd just be like, motherfucker, and I'd have to just get rid of the whole thing, because like either like in theory, if the bomb detached a couple of times, and I was like, well, I could glue this, and it wouldn't be the end of the world, but that was already like a pretty weak connection point, so I was like, okay, I don't want to give this to a person and then just have it break constantly. I can handle the breakage. They can't. How you doing, Spork? How you doing? Welcome. I've returned to paint Trench Crusade as one does. As one do be doing. How you doing? Mixing this halfway flesh tone together. We'll find out. How you doing, Top Hat? Welcome. How you doing? How do you force yourself? I just set days I gotta paint. That's really it. My primary like pro tip for consistent painting is just being like, today's painting day. I will paint on painting day. That's it. I wish I had something more profound or whatever, but no, that's like genuinely it. Yeah. It's really actually weird. I'm wondering if it's just because of the like I switched colors from the Sunloof from gray to black, and I feel like I've been having more printer errors. I'm hoping that that's not like a screen issue, and it's just like maybe like I changed the resin settings to match some other ones, like because like maybe there's like a little bit more curing time it's needed. So we'll see if that kind of mellows out a wee bit. But it's been annoying. It's just been like one tiny little section. I guess the section's been variable, so that's a little bit more promising. That like it's not anything like super major bad. Yeah, I tried. Like I tried going slower. I tried using some like sometimes I usually don't use clippers for supports, but for that one I did, and it just didn't work out. But yeah, but now I got the phosphor, like I got a bunch of the newer Artillery Witch stuff that Westphalia came out with, and honestly, those are pretty good. Like I'm pretty happy with those. I will likely be painting one of them on like a little bit up there since there's something there. Probably gonna be painting one of them on next Sunday, potentially. Yeah. Oh, I think it's because, like, you know, I can agree with you. A lot of it is just kind of that weird brain thing of like minis don't look good until they're close to being done. Like, you know, like a lot of the earlier sketches, you feel like you're fucking up or it's just not great. How you doing, Marfin? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, I've definitely been places where I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like I dislike how this is turning out. Oh, and that kind of thing can like really tamp your boner on enjoying mini painting. But if you keep at it, you kind of get to there. Maybe? So, I know, I've seen, Popsicles is the guy who does a lot of, like, cyberpunk stuff, too, right? I've seen their stuff, and I've always been on the verge of, like, maybe I'll pick this up, but, like, I think everything they've done, I've, like, already had models for. Though he's got, like, a fucking, like, Lord of Tumors, which is, like, pretty standard Lord of Tumors, but instead of having, like, the guys drinking Mountain Dew back, it's just, like, tits out women, which I'm just like, what? Nande? I don't mind like Coomer stuff in my war games. I just find that like the Grail is the weirdest choice to express Coomer stuff. Like the Grail is not a sexy faction. It's really, really, really not. I would argue, and I think I would win, that Grail is the least sexy Trench Crusade faction. Like I don't think that's controversial. Yeah, but it's not even like horror bonks out. It's not like you know, like, oh, the disgusting hag and her sagging head tits bringing ruin and blight wherever those old harlots go. No, it's very much just like, this is a beautiful lady with just tits out. I'm like, huh, okay. Hey, I'm just thinking, I'm also like enjoying the blending that this is going on with. I'm just kind of like evening out this skin nonsense. How you doing? Welcome back, Burrito. And how you doing? How you doing, Amantis? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you, Duke? How you doing? How you doing? Which one's the Blood Nuns? The Stigmatic Nun. Yeah, Stigmatic Nuns are like, you know, those are them and Artillery Witches are arguably the most cheesecake of the factions. There is that one Berserker that is tits out though, but that's not like represented by an official model you can get yet, as far as I'm aware. I actually don't even know if people have done like third-party conversions with her. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some people do. I mean, usually I don't see sexy Death Guard. Usually, if I'm seeing anything sexy, it's like, you know, Sisters of Battle. Sisters of Battle get it pretty, like, whenever I hear, like, there was a book I was reading, Requiem Infernal, that had some Sisters of Battle stuff that was, like, with some chaos. I was like, oh, God, I know. I'm hoping this doesn't turn out bad. Yeah, they're very gooner. I don't mind, though. Like, I don't know if I'd say I'm a gooner, but, like, you know, a little bit of bonks out does not bother me. And sometimes I also think I do have that like last remaining imprint from an era where if you just see like a wild breast, you're like, oh, special occasion. Like that's always just gonna be in there. How's how you doing, Prim? Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Elf to Elf Communication Reel. And how you doing, Bird Moss? What were you? Oh yeah, you're doing the mascot game. How's that going? How's that going? If you guys do not know me, I'm Habernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. I'm making, and how you doing, Verog? I'm making a diseased, lumpy sad boy. And then a regular lad who is way more normal than that one. Cheesecake. Yeah, people, we're talking about cheesecake minis and stuff like that as it is. Yeah, every now and then, I love the Neil Cicerega Mouth albums. Every now and then I'm like, today is the day I'm going to be playing the Mouth albums. They're very good. I love them to pieces. They're quality. That's a quality cinema. They're quality music. Very, very, very good music. But, let's see what's going on. Yeah, time for Mouth sounds a little. Yeah, really, really, really. It's weird because like I always was trying to figure out if there's like a commonality of like it is. Like, I don't think it's depression music. Like, I don't think I listen to this to be like, I've had a rough day, I need to be happy. Like, what's it called? But like, yeah, I do enjoy it. Oh yeah, so, you guys are looking at my most popular painted mini of all time. By basically every metric. There's a man in cults named Fox Warrior, who is at that like cusp of like, I can't tell if you're mentally ill or not. Like you guys know when you see something and you're like, is this guy joking or is this mental illness? Or like, this is the kind of a joke a mentally ill person would make? Where the guy was like, what if I turned Space Marines, like Space Marine things into Space Marines? Like, what if I made a bicycle out of Space Marines? Or what if I made a like a bike team, I mean, or like a tactical war suit, or like a tank out of Space Marine. And I find it fascinating, but I also can't tell if it's mental illness. I'm pretty sure there's like some degree of something wrong going on there, but I also find that to be fascinating because the guy, by pure happenstance, creates like really good body horror nonsense. Like modern, that's also fair, yeah. I don't know, like Zoomer or Gooner stuff is a little bit much. Like a lot of that lacks a certain je ne sais quoi to it that I don't particularly vibe with. So I don't know. Like I'm not super big on the like ooh dummy mommy step on me, oh whoa, that doesn't do anything for me. Meanwhile, I see a lot of people of maybe like 5-10 years younger than me who are very much into that, like on the regs. Like maybe it's like a generational thing. I don't know. Could be maybe. It's full cleavage for I think for minis, yeah, because like I can't imagine, like, you know, I don't know if I could bring a model that's not like a trench, like a Stigmatic Nun that was like full bonks out, unless I was doing some like, I don't know, like I think I mentioned this before that like there's a certain trend in Grimdark circles where you actually you just have just like you have a model hang dong, but it's for like horror reasons. You're like, oh god, this thing should not be hanging dong. This thing is going to kill me. Like that's a relatively common thing in certain circles. But yeah, that's usually that type of unity kind of like, you know, it makes more sense for like a wargamey thing too. Yeah, like Kingdom Death kind of stuff is fine. I don't mind that. There's definitely like very good like there's somebody who I think they're named like Penguin something that they do an entire guard unit if they were cat girls, which is fine, but like I think a lot of them are just like straight up tits out, which like I don't think I could ever bring that to a table. Let's see. Watch Clone High. I'm having a hard time following what you're trying to say, Dr. Anime. Watch Clone High. Clone High's good. Clone High's good. If you're wanting anime, just watch Nichijou if you haven't already. Nichijou is also very fun. I'm trying to do a very light dry brush of the dirt before I glue the Azeb to it. This Mountain King. Okay, that would be fun to see. That would be fun to see unironically. I would find that greatly amusing. I understand that is a minority, but whatever. How's how you doing, Starfire? Welcome. Nichijou's good. I'm very excited that City's getting animated. City is the it's not like I actually don't think there's any connection to Nichijou, but it's by the same author. And it's got like he's got his very like distinct style. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. I'm very, very, very excited for it. There we go. Glue the lad to a base. All right, hold on. I need to do some stuff. I need to do the big brain move, which is I glue something to a base, and then I use the glue to prop it up. Big brain, big brain. I'm okay with the amount of seasons Nichijou got. Like, for me, because like Nichijou didn't overstay its welcome. Like it had a good run. It had a good run. So like I'm okay with the amount of Nichijou we got. How's you doing, Deacon? Welcome. How you doing? Realize I did not get this like weird cancer lump on this guy's back of his leg, which I'm getting that now. This guy's president. So this guy was basically like I took a bestiar model and I fucked up so the arms usually would have shields. So that's why this guy's got like a big lumpus arm, but also I was like, oh, that's like the arm that's like getting swollen and mutating. So I'm like, okay, there's a in-universe reason for this big stupid lump arm. Oh damn, are they your favorite pants or are they just pants? Because like, you know, losing pants sucks, but there's always more pants out there. A true there's always more pants, a children's tale of courage and triumph. Snickers ads. I just think that there was a time for a while where people were doing like Snickers did like a text generator, so people were like using that for like fucking like Deus Ex memes and shit. That was a very specific like time span on the internet, but that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. I mean, maybe they could be saved through like a tailor or something, but yeah, I mean, you know your pants' condition better than I do. The best. Getting a little bit of orange I gotta get around here. Nice thing is I could always like make a little bit of this orange, just like I could just add a little bit of dust to there if I need to later. Those aren't hot. Oh, that's really sweet, actually. I think I always find it like really cute when someone in the same industry, like, you know, like get together. Like, I'm not the kind of person that ever checks into like the quote like anime YouTube people. But I saw a thing like, oh yeah, these two people like got married after like years of being like anime YouTube people. Like, oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's adorable. I like it. Then again, I think I'm generally pro romance in all aspects. As long as like no one's getting like, you know, if like a thing where people are getting hurt, I'm always like, aw, people in love. Aw, that's me. That's me, the guy. Oh, you're just talking about like trailers and stuff. Oh yeah, no, I really don't watch trailers a whole lot. Funnily enough, I think the trailers I watch the most are like there's a Horus Heresy trailer for like the Age of Darkness. Also, Casherin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on my Azeb. I watched that, and I know Dawn of War 3 has a rough reputation, but like I do like the trailer for Dawn of War 3. The trailer Dawn of War 3 is still fucks. Like you can't take that trailer away from just being like a quality piece of media. Yeah, no, like I don't care. I like my romance like I like my ice cream. Vanilla. No, I like all kinds of ice cream really, but I do like vanilla romance. It's really my. How you doing, Mittens? How you doing? Welcome. Look from RE0 Awesome Marriage. Hey, let's go. Good for them. People do be getting married in their industries, and fuck yeah. I get like deep in there. Let's see. Gucci vent. Just airing your bits. Ice cream like you're like a romance homosexual. Damn, that ice cream be gay. Good for them. Like, I guess it's like more of a sherbet thing, but yeah, you get the rainbow colors. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, how you doing, Mittens? How you doing? Yeah. Oh God. I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing that aggravates me more than a Dragon Ball Z power level discussion. That is arguably one of my least favorite things out there. I don't think you meant ill will by that, Troglodyte. I'm just like, I've never seen that happen anywhere online where that didn't turn into a shit show and become like the worst thing I've ever seen. Like if I ever hear the phrase Goku could beat up, I will instantly dislike a person. like not in a way that can't be recovered from, but on a baseline instinctual level, I know that like bad things are coming. Want to see the task manager? Hey, that one's kind of fun. I do like once again like my enjoyment of puns is very all over the place, but that's fine. Are you sure you want to send that message? Yeah, Twitch is really weird sometimes with that, where it's like this is an innocuous thing, but whatever. Which is also funny because I have no filters for the most part, I believe. That shouldn't be getting picked up, but who knows? With that shit. So I've already just basically determined I'm gonna recover like this foot with a lot of dirt stuff, so I'm not super worried about that. Get like sorry, I'm like looking in the back to see like how far back into the gun I gotta do some shit with. played a gun, I can just kind of do whatever. All death battle. Oh no, I agree. Yeah, I know some people really get into like death battles and stuff like that, but I don't. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Just burn the manga. Yeah. I think this Azeb could beat Goku because I said so. Because I said so, and in my stream I have a reality bubble where everything I say is correct. Yeah, there we go. That's good. See word in one stream for months. Now remember my option. Oh yeah, that's fun too. If I have to dry a little bit more. Maybe I can hit this up now. A little bit of brown on there. Goku could beat up my dad. Goku, please stop beating up my. Honestly, he might say he might be like, okay. You're right. It is wrong for me to beat up a dad, especially because I am a terrible one. I don't even think that's a controversial opinion. I know people that are like, yeah, no, Gohan was raised basically by Piccolo. That little bit, and I can see a little bit nubbin, a little nubbin on the hand. We got some splashback on the hand too. Fuck. Cancer guy must be pretty strong. Perfect wrap up of heresy, paradigm algorithm in my brain. Oh, gotcha. Usually, what's my algorithm recommend me? Usually, my algorithm's very safe because it knows what I want because I've been curating that shit on YouTube for fucking years. Every time I sign into like a thing that's not heavily curated by me, I'm always like, where's my dad? Okay, it's a reasonably funny premise. This little budget. Oh god, no! I like the poor individuals that had to watch Control Delete the scene. I knew a guy that like very, very sweet guy. I would take a bullet for him. I would not watch anything he recommends because he like unironically likes Control Alt Delete, and I don't mean that in like the meme sense, as in like he actually really likes Control Delete. I'm like, oh no, buddy pal, no. Like I can never figure out why, but he just does. Like 30 seconds long. I got you. I really gotta get a little bit of dry brush gold for his face. I think. Okay. I'm probably going to chance a enamel for this guy and probably the assassin actually. Sorry for your loss. Hey, there we go. There we go. Yeah, like early webcomics is fun. I think. I mean, like I think I mentioned this a couple. I think I have to imagine that a lot of that just moved to like Webtoon as a platform. Like I know people are still releasing stuff. I actually kind of like the format. Have you guys like heard that guy like Based Binky or whatever? I really like the way like it's not quite full webcomic, but I do like the way he delivers like lore for a setting in a kind of like mix between these kind of like comics and like individual like descriptive, like almost like a TRPG like style book of knowledge. I was like, that stuff is really good. I like that. All right, it's enamel time. Yippee! All right, let me get the enamel bullshit. Hear about video games? Big if true. YouTube does still have blocked this channel. Yeah, no, that kind of moderation stuff still exists. That absolutely still exists. Fucking Q-tips. Let's get my Goons Grime, which I'm gonna need to put on the shaker quite a bit. There we go. My big ones were always Elf World. Not Elf World. I can never remember what it was called. It was the one where a guy was like isekai'd into a RTS thing, and then that kind of dried up. Order of the Stick. I did used to read VG Cats. I did used to read VG Cats non-trivial amount. All right, let's go. And 8-Bit Theater. Yeah, 8-Bit Theater was another one. Just trying to remember if I actually finished 8-Bit Theater. And then I guess Homestuck also counts. Homestuck is a comic, as a web comic. It's funny to think of because it was like it was a lot more. Just like having all the like, you know, like the supplementary stuff and like the, oh my god, what am I thinking of? Like the flash animations and like the little adventure segments and stuff like that. But yeah, no, Homestuck absolutely counted as well. See, Nerf now sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Or is Scully? No. That does remind me though. Okay, I still do from time to time read Ogloff. Ogloff still continues to fuck. Like Ogloff is a fantasy. It's effectively a lewd comic. Like there is very explicit sex. Like never read Ogloff at like work. But it's not really for titillation. It's mostly for jokes, which I enjoy. Ogloff good. Ogloff very good. I think the quality is like reasonably held up, but it's been a while. So if you got not shot Christian, oh god, I don't know. That I don't know. I don't get a lot of that. But that sounds accurate. Yeah, it's just, oh yeah, fucking shit. I hate that. I hate that so much. I'm very glad that I don't get a lot of that going on. But yeah, no, I just assume maybe if you just keep saying I'm not interested, then maybe it'll stop. Oh, that's cool then. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say the name does really sound familiar, so maybe that's it. Maybe that is it. It's on, and out a little bit. I'm using a different brush, and it's going on a little thicker. Because I think I was almost going like too thin for a bit, but this is also like relatively fine. You know, like get this like unified coat layer thing. Be going pretty good. Darker areas. Okay. We'll do a little dry brushing. Yeah, I guess I can see if you're like on like a fancy kick, maybe it's like, oh yeah, Game of Thrones might be it. I keep forgetting that there was like a newer Game of Thrones that was like Targaryen era. It's just kind of interesting because I hear nothing about it. Like I assume it did relatively okay, but like I don't even hear like anyone talk about it, which is kind of fascinating in and of itself. Maybe it's because like they blew the goodwill off of the original series, and then now people who are like only like invested are the ones that are doing shit. Well, did it just fall off? That might be it too. Oh, just the main series. Ah, gotcha. If I ever really read that one. I wonder what, like, let's see. Like, my YouTube algorithm is, I'm curious if I was just to go to my stuff. I have Civi, Folding Ideas, Grimdark Compendium, Ren Penrose, Ben Jordan, Mandalore, and people talking about Nostalgia Critic. That's the kind of weird shit that like I never really watch any of the channel awesome stuff, but every now and then I will get people who were like really ride or die for it talking about it, and it's always really fascinating to hear because like you can tell these people were really invested at one point, but like everything that involves it sounds just fucking bananas. Peter Dinklage. I mean, is it like didn't Peter Dinklage like walk out of Game of Thrones with like a career-ish? Like I see him doing stuff every now and then, so I imagine like post Game of Thrones worked out for him, I guess. I could be wrong though. I don't know necessarily what he's in these days, but who knows. It's like relatively going pretty good. I'm trying to like go way less actively swipey and more just kind of like dabbing. I think dabbing's going to get me the better results that I want. So I need to like really get like the dark recesses of these. Like I was originally getting. I might just have to hit them with like more like I think that's what they were showing from some tutorial stuff. Where like you would just like do this kind of like overall one and then maybe go back and hit some of these areas you want to be a little bit more pronounced. Some of the grime. How you doing, Abyssinian? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Actually, fought against an Abyssinian list for Trench Crusade recently. It was pretty neat. Honestly, the Chua rule is really spicy if you get like a bunch of shock troopers. Like I lost a lot of good units to like shock troopers just being like shock troopers. Or is it Magnus de Red? No, I can see that. I think he would actually do pretty well in audiobooks in general too. But yeah, if there was ever like a series or whatever, I could see him doing pretty legit on that. Let's see if it's a little. I just want to go like. Like don't go too thick, but just kind of like lightly poke it to like re-get the texturing again. Okay, this is going pretty good. This is going relatively well. Let's see, custom pump. Yeah. Because I actually think a lot of Black Library authors fuck up Magnus. God, I remember there was like one book where they're like, "Yes, I'm Magnus, wahaha, Lorgar." Like, it was very strange. Like, I think they were trying to go for snooty intellectual, like you were saying, but I think they kind of fucked up and they made him sound like fucking like Snape with a head cold. It was a weird choice. It was a really, really weird choice. Lorgar sometimes gets that treatment too, though. I think like the best I've seen Lorgar is when they make him to be like kind of do like a, he is kind of like a preachery guy. So whenever they do like a fake preacher voice, I think that's kind of when Lorgar stuff shines. No, I can't even say Skeletor, because Skeletor would be kind of fun. Like they really do make like someone's like I don't know, like someone's history teacher, but shittier. There we go. Like, for the most part, I think the Black Library stuff does the Primarch voices like relatively well. I don't have too many complaints with them for the most part. It's usually Magnus that they fuck up, and Lorgar sometimes they don't get right in a way that I enjoy. But I'm also fully like of the opinion that I am biased for Lorgar's voice. So I'm willing to concede on that. The one thing is I have not gotten to read a lot of the Heresy. I got to read the 40k stuff since I've been away. Since I've been on my little long weekend vacation. I gotta get back to my Exorcist book, which is so far it's been going pretty good. I've actually been enjoying the Exorcist book a decent amount. Like, if this guy needs anything else, really. Yeah. I need to poke around his neck a little bit. I think his neck is accumulating some enamels in a way that's not super great. Otherwise, he's turned up. Just kind of pat that. Get like a little bit in there. Yeah, it's one of those things that like I'm aware. Benedict Cumberbatch would actually be kind of fun too. Also, how you doing, Lawrence? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. We're talking about Primarch voice actors, I guess. I'm usually I'm kind of whatever on that dude, but yeah, no, actually, no. I think he would do a good Magnus. I think he would do a good Magnus. Yeah, no, I just realized that like I'm sure Matt Mercer has been in things that I've seen, but I'm totally blanking at all times for like things he's done. I mostly just know him as the Critical Role guy, but I don't watch Critical Role. Mostly just because I don't know. It's like that kind of TRPG stuff I've not super gotten. I know a lot of people who do get invested. It's weird. It's one of those things that like I like doing tabletop stream stuff, but I don't watch any myself. So like I don't know if that makes me like a hypocrite or what. A little bit of pigment moving. This guy's gonna be basically good for now. I think he turned out pretty good. Maybe I'll have to keep a little eye on him just to make sure if he gets like, if it feels like he's getting like legitimately more fucked up and dirty in a way that I don't super want. There we go. Let's go to the assassin lad. Yippee! Let's go. Too much like TTS. God, another thing I need to watch. Maybe? I don't know. I think it's because, like, they have a very similar pool of British voice actors. And I just think that, like, if one of those, like, if that pool just doesn't have someone who could do a voice well, Black Library just kind of suffers for it. I think that's kind of the big thing, Black Library, personally. Like, every now and then, like, there was, God, the lady who did Requiem Infernal was really good. She was actually probably, like, what I consider, like, in terms of raw talent, probably the best one. Like, the book reader I've heard on there. Specifically because she can, like, so she can do, like, various lady voices, which, yeah, fair. But she can also, like, go deep enough to do, like, a young man. Even when she did, like, a grunt guard voice, I was like, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. But, like, sometimes you'll just see, like, a guy will be doing, like, a pretty good, when they're doing, like, a pretty good voice, for, like, most things in the book, and then they're like, it's time to do a dainty lady. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Like, not like morally apprehensible. I mean, just like this is just not, it's not working out very well. Oh yeah, Brian Blessed did get his go trick. That was a good choice for sure. Still need to, like, actually, like, listen to some of the fantasy books. Like, I don't know if they have any of the. I mean, I do have physical copies of, like, all the Gotrek and Felix original omnibuses, which I probably need to get around to physically reading. It's original voice in OG anime. Oh, you mean like You mean like the kind of like the granny old lady voice that like Japanese Goku lady does, or you mean like maybe I don't know the Kenshin lady's voice off the top of my head? How much voice Laura? Yeah, the thing is, I don't think I'd be a good choice for either of them. I don't know what I think would be like a good 40k voice for me, because I don't really have, like, you know, I got a very soothing voice. I guess I could be like a word bearer, just like, don't worry, my child. Like, the word of Lorgar will be upon you soon. I don't know, maybe something like that. I'm trying to be like one of those guys that are like real calm as they're like actively skinning somebody, while they're just like slowly reading the passages from the Book of Lorgar. Maybe that would be fun. I have been. It's just a woman. Ah, gotcha. See, I think that's okay-ish. It's like the Granny Goku voice. I can't, like, that fucks with me. Because I'm like, it's like, this is like, I understand that she was like real influential. She's done like good roles otherwise. There's just something about Goku voiced by an old woman just always felt strange. I guess if you've been with it for years, it's probably a bit more like natural and like cool and stuff like that. Get the assassin guy. He's turning out pretty good. You get like a little bit more grime on his base. Space wolf. Oh god, I can't even do a space wolf. Oh, brothers! No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not Nordic. Oh, brothers, I'm a fucking space wolf. No, that's not even. At that time, I did that on purpose, but like, it'd be like a good. I don't know if I have like a way I could like do like a directed Nordic accent. I'm very sorry. I can see that though. Okay, that's like a reasonable interpretation. Yeah, that's why I heard that, like, yeah, like I think she did better when she was a kid and they just decided not to change the voice actors, which I don't know. Weird choice for me personally. For me that was a weird choice. It's around a little bit. That's the guys turn out pretty good. There we go. Yeah, I think what happened there is I saw there's like a Power Rangers clip that every now and then I get reminded of, where it's like one of the later series where they're like this lady's taunting one of the Power Rangers, like, okay, the other ones are like way smarter or cuter or stronger or braver, like, what do you got, Blue Ranger? And the guy just goes, I'm Scottish, and just fucking just wails on her. Like I saw that recently, and I have to imagine that like that was the residual fragments of that just popping out for no reason. Yeah, I actually really only watched, I think, the original series, and then like maybe like the one that came after that. If we're just talking about US Ranger stuff, so like everything after that is just fucking, I have no idea. It's just like an absolute mystery to me. Yeah, I have to imagine that like you probably have to practice a lot to do a certain character's voice. So like if you got the practicing done, you could probably like offset like old age and stuff like that a little bit. My reputation. I mean, to be fair, the American reputation on the world stage is not much better, but like it is a pretty great moment. It's a pretty great moment just to see it in clip form, to be fair. Yeah, but doing that since like the 80s is fucking bananas. Holy shit. Relatively good. Because I might also do that thing where it's like the tips are going to be a little bit more in there. Like, some of the pigments are kind of like... Oh, okay, so he naturally has like a little cut in there that just happened to get perfectly filled. I'm like, oh god, no, does this get fucked up? No. Fine. I think his cloak took the grime very well. There's probably like these little areas under there I might need to fuck around with. Yeah, I think being a voice actor would be fun. There's definitely, I have to imagine there's like a lot that goes into it, to be fair. Like, especially practicing. I have to imagine that, like, sitting in front of, like a mirror, or just, like, recording yourself, and be like, no, that doesn't sound right, and then, like, trying to tweak it, and just doing that over and over and over and over and over has to, like, drive you fucking nuts. I see what, but I know what you mean, though, because there are times I'm like, man, it'd be fun to... It's funny thing, I never wanted to be, like, the main character. I would love just to be, like, weird side chuckle fuck. That for me is like my ideal voice acting position, if that makes any sense. A little bit on there. Like definitely gonna make this guy's like whole thing way dirtier later. Can we get a little bit over here too? Assassin lad. I gotta get the other ones. Also, Skinny Doo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? I said I was doing Azeb say. I still am. I was doing some like enamel clean up. So enameling. So I was like, well, I might as well enamel this guy too. He's he needed it as well. So this will be good. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Also debating how much I need to rub off of his like outfit, his like armor, because he's supposed to be kind of like relatively kind of dirty and grimy, but still kind of gold at the same time. So I think maybe if I just get like really light touch on a lot of this, so to be the voice one of characters. Hey, I mean, yeah, honestly, if you think that would be fun, fucking do it. That I think that's how like some people get roles, is they do like these like little small projects, and people are like, ooh, you did good shit there. So yeah, if you got like, you know. Just Krillin to 70. Holy shit. I can't even imagine what I'm going to be doing at 70. I wonder if I'll get my backlog painted by 70. Absolutely fucking not. You're going to feel it. It's like legitimately that's also a skill as well. Like you guys are like, but Hal, I like your voice. It's cute and nice and it relaxes me. Oh, well. I'm being really mean to all you guys. But like, you know, like, it took a while, like years, for me to go, you know, I do like my voice. Yay. Yay. Excellent. Like, that was straight up, that took a bit. That took a bit of time. So it's like, it's a thing that definitely requires a lot of practice. Just to tolerate your own voice, which sounds wild. It's like a thing that if you describe to someone, they'd be like, you're fucking insane. But no, really, for serious. For reals, for reals. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Just set him aside. I'm definitely going to be doing some touch-ups and some, like, dust and stuff, but... Go ahead and... This little... I almost revealed the shiny metal cup. I think I did, but not too bad. There we go. If you're listening to what I'm saying, that's the pro strat. Never process, only yap. Yep. This way. Get my stuff back. And let's go back to this guy. Yippee! Let's go. Let me speak. Like, man, why does this guy keep going? But yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. Thank you for the hydrate stretch. It's been let's move some shit around. And big snow. My horns are getting coughed. No, that's fine. This is fine. The water definitely helps for sure. All right, so now I can go back to this guy, the other Azeb, the more regular Azeb. I got like a decent amount of miscellaneous things. So luckily now I can grip the base. It's gonna be good. Yeah, like that's got a little bit. This is just dried up. Can I not? I got to get some more. That's not too bad. Oh. I also gotta get the like little face mask too thingy. So you got like, okay. Yeah, there we go. So the official version straight up has like little little golden eye holes. So that's gonna be nice for later. Oh yeah, the streaming's great for that. Legitimately, that's what worked for me. But for me, streaming was like getting more comfortable with my voice and then inflicting, like having a consistent paint schedule. I mean, I didn't set out to get like, more chill with my voice. It just kind of happened on accident. But it's like, nifty little side effect. The big one was just being more consistent with my backlog. And I think overall it's generated more minis, but like, I do have like a bunch of minis I get done on like a pretty regular basis now, which has been a godsend for being like, I'm now the guy at Trench Crusade meets that can like show off my minis and then like lend out models for people to get into the game. So I'm helping it spread. Yes, devilish. Ooh. Devilish trench spreader man. It's me. Get a little bit on there. What if I made this? What if I made that also like cloth color? So I need to do another layer of pink. I'm just gonna do the Warpaint Fanatic Impish Rouge. I actually think maybe actually, I do think the reason why the pants came up, I think I was just rubbing too hard. I think maybe I was just rubbing too hard on that, which is why it came off. So I need to dredge that paint out because I put it in like a quarantine box. Schminzel Mast, you do that. I think it's possible you believe, but you need a boat. I know a guy. Good night, Jay. The G fucking nerd. Have a good night, yo. Need the plastic crack dealer. It's me, Crackman. No, that's I can't adopt the moniker Crackman. That's not gonna work super well. I'm gonna make this change this from a little like prayer scroll thing just to like a little bit of cloth. Just to, I think it'll jive better. So for people who are like, why is this guy pink? It's because pink is like a placeholder color for orange. It's just like a very, very good base, and then you can build up an orange on top of that, which is what I am going to be doing probably shortly after I apply these last layers of pink. I tried to use the pink from Pro Acryl. It's just way too thin. It just comes out of the bottle too thin. I like this Wargames pink because I can like thin it if I need to. There we go. Because the power some snorty coke. Oh, it's like... I know what you're talking about. It's like... I think it's Snowflame. I think it's like Snowflame or something like that. Yeah. I mean, that was like a... I forget, was that character that was made for like a PSA thing? Or was that from like an actual story? I can never remember. I do know it's a legit character. Like, that character does exist. But yeah, I can't remember if it was like... We're doing like a PSA thing, so we made a villain who used cocaine. Or like, sometimes you get like weird like Alan Moore shit where you're like, yeah, no, he's just doing stuff. Neat stuff, but still doing just stuff, I was Snowflame. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Long since canceled. I mean, he's probably one of those things. He gets mentioned enough that I wouldn't be surprised if one day they bring him back for something. I guess like there's like a fun little like fan nod maybe at the very least. Like retouch up some of the mask, but that's fine. Yeah, it's just like a black hole of just like little hyper-specific details. Which is fun. He's coming together nicely, though. Oh, they brought him back last year and re-kill him. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he transcended his own comic, which is actually kind of impressive in a way, you know? Like you've moved on to something greater than your origins. Bit of brown on there because I'm gonna be everything that is this brown is gonna be dry brushed with gold later. So kind of a little overboard with this, if anything. Catwoman killed him, man. Then again, I guess if Catwoman has to kill anyone, I feel like killing Snowflame is like is it weird that I feel like that would be in her wheelhouse? Like, not that she's known for cocaine, but I mean, just like, you know, if you told me, like, with no context that Catwoman killed, then again, I don't know who would be like, I think if you told me Aquaman killed Snowflame, I'd be like, that's a weird choice. If that makes any sense. Batman, yeah. Wonder Woman, yeah. Oh god, especially Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's secret power, so like, you know, you got Batman who deducts things. You got Superman who's like the icon that everyone looks up to him. Wonder Woman will kill a bitch. Like, that's not her only superpower, mind you, but she is definitely the one that's like, out of all the Justice League members, yeah, I'll fucking kill him. I'll do it. She's down. She's down to do that. Is he poaching time? Oh, you know, that doubly makes sense then. Don't do that. You don't do that to, like, I don't know what Catwoman's villain status is these days. I don't remember, because, like, you know, she's kind of like the one that, like, one of those, like, characters that, like, bounces back and forth between, like, hero and villain. But it's like she's got that like villain thing. So how you doing, Froggenstein? Welcome everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Though today, I'm doing Trench Crusade stuff. Specifically, I'm doing some Sultanate nonsense because I've been putting together Sultanate warbands. So I got this guy Azeb, who I'm still working on. This guy who got some enamel washes. He's still kind of drying. I'll probably need to do some like touch-up stuff later. But as a base, he's looking aight. And to work on the assassin guy who's also drawing, but we'll get some like additional like orange highlights on his stuff. Hey, what are you working on? What are you working on, nerd? Just not hunting much, you know, because Martian Big Chillin' doesn't have the same ring to it. Oh, that makes sense. It's the only one who keeps Superman killing Batman. I can see that. Yeah. She's double agenting. I mean, you might as well, yeah. Because what's that thing? It was like, I think it's the thing that like sometimes if you're a villain and you kind of like romance a hero, you get a little bit more leeway in future comics and stuff. Because she was I forget the status of her and Bruce smooching. Like, didn't they have a canonical daughter at one point? Or I could be hallucinating that, to be fair. Like, I feel like that was a thing at one point that they had a daughter in some. Mind you, there's also so many alt universes that might have been true at some point. There. Made another chibi for Kickstarter. Hey, let's go. Hell yeah. Well, I hope you had fun with that. I've been greatly enjoying Trench Crusade stuff. Trench Crusade has been very, very fun for me to paint, so that's been good. That's been good shit for me. Also, if anybody needs to like ollie out, totally all good. Or if anyone has any questions about what I'm doing, I'm totally down. I'm totally down for helping out, talking about stuff. This is the kind of thing that I enjoy greatly. Because Trench Crusade good. Trench Crusade good. It's one of the few. Though I'm really excited because apparently when I keep playing all these indie war games in like the backs of like fucking tattoo parlors and shit, I might be able to join some of their like really niche homebrew games, which I'm really, really excited for. The new Death Guard Codex. Yeah, I heard it's baller. I heard it's incredibly baller. I have not picked it up. I don't know when I'm actually going to play Death Guard, so I don't know. But I've heard good things, so yay, home team, let's go. She knocked it. That, I also could be thinking Ra's al Ghul as well, to be fair. I could also be thinking about that. But also, yeah, Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Yeah, oh yeah, I saw that. I've gotten some STLs from that guy before. They look neat, but I'm like, I don't need anything from that list, at least right now. But yeah, that would be like a good, like, it's like $50 for like basically a complete new Antioch army for STLs and like a lot of like modular kits and stuff. That would be a bad spot if you think that's cool and you're curious about Trench Crusade. That'd probably be a good way to pop in, actually. You get the full new Antioch kind of like array of stuff with that. Let him dry a little bit. Also, yeah, there we go. There we go. Enjoy what a Space Wolf. I mean, the foundation seems good enough that it's like even if Space Wolves do get stuff. Also, this is my word bearer themed Emperor's. I'm basically doing like a variant warband thing for them, but just realizing while I'm waiting for that guy to dry a wee bit, I just want to go like a little bit of paint on him. Specifically, there's like a light gray I want to hit them with. For long, fair, but you know. Get the mini. Oh yeah, the court. I love the court. The court's one of the ones I main the most. It's like basically between Grail and court. Though we had another player who's been picking up Grail lately, so I've been doing more court and like a little bit of Trench Pilgrim. So I've been, you know, I like Grail a lot, but I pivot. I'm very much like I have like a thing for tabletop games, where for the most part I enjoy all of it. So that way, so somebody likes something, I usually have like enough options that I will pivot to something else. Like when I join like a TRPG group, it's never like, ooh, I want to play a wizard. It's always like, hey, what's everyone else playing? I will roll fill. All do be in my court. I'm on and slam to the serpent jam. Let's go. Wee bit on there, and then maybe a little other bit I want to get, but I don't need to quite go that far with it. He's almost done. I need to get, there's like a couple of little areas where I can see like little white spots that I need to hit up, but he's looking pretty good. I also probably need to touch up the black a little bit. It'll happen. I might work on him when I'm doing the noise. I'm doing noise marines next week. That might be what I do for that. Again, let me get that. There we go. You should try it. I mean, like, I know sometimes, like, it's hard to get games in certain areas, but, like, if you have the opportunity to play Trench Crusade, I would strongly recommend it. It's a very, very fun game. It's a game that I've been playing a lot, even though I worked the fucking rules for, morale stuff quite a bit. Still a very fun game. Still very much enjoy it. I'm gonna dry brush that before I go back to the paint. But we'll get a little bit more time on this lad. A little bit of the fleshy color. This is starting there. Hey, do it. Say, there we go. There we go. That's a reason to paint. That's also true. Yeah, honestly, having a game to play does incentivize you to paint a lot more. That is very, very real. Did that thing where I moved around a couple of paints and I don't remember where the original. Oh, that's where that flushed up. Need to reorganize my paints like a whole bunch again. That'll be fine. Yeah, that's true. Just like, I mean, just having like a couple of minis, even if they're just like, you know, base coated and like maybe with like one or two other things. Like I feel like this guy's like not great, but if I had to play a game with him tomorrow, I wouldn't feel too bad. I'd be like, oh yeah, no, he's still work in progress, but he's, you know, he's pretty legit. He will be finished at some point. You can tell that he will eventually be finished in the future. So just a little bit around the feet. Yeah, I mean most stores aren't, but yeah, I personally, for me, I feel weird like these days if I paint with if I play with unpainted minis. And for the most part, I haven't had to, just because, like, you know, I paint a bajillion minis on stream, so I'm operating in a slightly different position from a lot of people. Who, like, you know, gotta balance a lot of other bullshit in their daily lives. A little bit on there. And get? I was trying to like rinse this off, and I just ended up just like whooshing into like empty air, which is very silly. I think I just need to get like a little bit. I need like a little bit of like a light flesh. Get. I'll do that. What was I doing? It was like the red skin, and then like a little bit of like a pure like pale skin tone. Yeah, exactly. I definitely tried to avoid doing that. How you doing, Chris? Welcome. How you doing? To be fair, he's not been done until recently. It's like that model's legitimately been on my like. Well, I could paint it. I don't need to anytime soon. But like he's there for years, because like that was an old model from like my old printer. I've had my new printer at this point for like a decent amount of time. In a non-trivial stretch of time for that bad boy. I got this purpley fleshy bit in there. This guy's got like around the tip here. Yeah, there we go. Get like around that tip just a few bits. Where else? Maybe I can get like a little bit. I do like the flexible. I used I used cheesecloth for his cape, and it's kind of like rumpled up with the glue and the drying and stuff like that. But I do like just be able to like, I can like whoop. Very nice. That's probably good enough, and then probably just get like a little bit of something on the leg. I think don't worry, I will be going back to Trench Crusade. I'm just realizing that like when I'm just doing these like last little touch-up bits, I can kind of like wrap up some shit. Getting there. Yeah, it's fun to put effort into stuff though, to be fair. I agree. Bit of a light gray, and maybe just like something like this. Maybe just get like a little bit, kind of make it a little splotchy. Yeah, just like a wee bit of some splotch. This will probably tone up when I hit it with a bit of the. Oh, there we go. I guess let's make it a way more light gray than I originally intended, but not a huge amount. Not a huge amount. A bit on there, a little bit on the hands. Like a little bit of red in there, but something. And I'll probably enamel this guy later. Maybe I don't know. I got magic tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, so he's good for now. The dogs. Oh, yeah. I mean, the dogs shouldn't take you too long, I think. Potentially. Let's go back to you and get the rim. A little bit more on that. I guess I can start. I wonder what color I want to do the feathers as well. I was actually gonna wait for that to dry because I want to do some like dry brushing of the gold. I might just say fuck it. Let's get a little bit of the orange. A little of the orange belt. See, this is what I'm talking about, where it's like I can build up some orange over that pink, and it looks pretty legit. I have to be a little careful because like sometimes like if you don't get like some of the deep recesses, you still get like a little pink tint in there, but it's not too bad. Yeah, look how fucking vibrant that shit is. Hell yeah, this is why I do it. What wizard are you bringing tomorrow then? Wait, tomorrow? Oh, for I built a Galazeth deck, which I was looking it over, and I actually don't think I have enough instants and sorceries in it. I had like a very weird Zelix deck. It was Zelix Orphan. So it was basically a creature that like whenever an opponent mills a creature, one or more creatures, you get a 1/1 horror. So it kind of did a lot of bullshit stuff with like Alter the Brood. Alter the Brood just to like basically kind of mill everyone out, and then usually I would have the red from the street urchin to give me access to like impact trimmers and Perforos and stuff like that. And my group was like, "How we like?" I was like, "Guys, maybe I should take this deck apart." And they're like, "No, how? We love this. It's such a creative deck. It's like it's a very rare partner combo." And then I just fucking hit them with the fucking mill out combo with that and Undead Alchemist, because Undead Alchemist is whenever they mill a creature, exile it, and create a zombie. So that would trigger more Alter the Brood triggers to guarantee that the mill out happened. And then they were like, you know what, Hal, maybe you can take that apart. Maybe we're okay. So I'm using a lot of that shell for Galzeth, because there's like a lot of good artifacts and pingers and whatnot. So I think foundationally it should be similar, but I'm probably going to need to maybe pick up some other instants and sorceries to really flesh that out a bit more. I actually think I have the stuff that might be good to like finish it off, but I just haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna see how it plays before I do tweaks, or even if I want to tweak it, and maybe I'll just be like, well, that was a cool idea conceptually. Because the other options to use, there's like a stupid Assassin's Creed ninja like Zhao Jun, I think, where her thing is you tap 2 artifacts and you ping everyone. I was like, well, she's in the deck as like a potential win condition with my horde of artifacts that I'll be generating. I was like, well, I could just make her the commander. She's kind of doing that thing that, like, in EDH of the Year of Our Lord 2025, where, like, if you don't generate a bajillion bits of value, you fucking die even in casual tables, which sucks. But whatever. So I'm afraid she might even be too, like, my pod is not super optimized. Like, we're doing aight. But, like, it's at the point where you can open up a precon, like the fucking precon for the Outlaws with Olivia, or even like the fucking Simic like precon from Duskmorn. You can just blink and those decks will just shit out like infinite value. I'm like, man, really dumb casual decks do not survive that anymore. Look this up. That's fair. That's fair. I can understand cooling off, though the new Final Fantasy stuff does look very legit. They keep doing this where they'll release, like, I'll be kind of, like, petering out, and they'll actually release a good set. Like, no, we can make good magic. We can make good magic. Like, I'm probably entirely going to sit on Spider-Man, because why? Why did you fucking make a Spider-Man set? I don't understand. I mean, I understand because money, but, like, I don't understand. It's like, Spider-Man's choice is so bad, and the fact they have to redo all the art for Alchemy just means that somewhere in Wizards HQ, they have, like, universes within versions of everything, which is annoying. New Dark Hero was a pretty legit set. It had, like, legitimately went back to, like, a Magic set that had, like, its own universe. It wasn't just, like, well, it's just, like, what if this was just, like, everybody wore hats and they cowboy, or everyone wore hats and they detective, or everyone wore hats and they race car. Wow, race car. Whoa. All those sets are just fucking, just, like, I'm just not jazzed for any of those. But Dark Hero was like a legitimate, like, oh yeah, Magic can make good sets if they give a shit. Wild Mill, yeah, it's like one of those things that, like, I'm a very big defender for Mill, and, like, I also find myself going to bat for Slivers a lot. Because a lot of times if you, like, sit down and realize why people hate Slivers is because they heard something from a guy, or they're remembering, like, an encounter from, like, 1994, which is not applicable. Like, no, Slivers are totally busted. I'm like, okay, explain why Slivers are busted. And usually if you kind of talk them through it, they're kind of like, oh yeah, no, this is not that wild compared to, like, Eldrazi, or elves, or goblins, or even dinosaurs have, like, bitchin' support these days, which is kind of wild. Oh yeah, I mean there are the funny thing, Top Hat, there are Magic Fortnite cards. There actually are Magic Fortnite cards you can get. They're very silly. How you doing, Ranchero? Yeah, it's because they keep showing up to a plane and then they're like, oh, we're just gonna do a one shot there, and they leave. So you don't. Wizards of the Coast is good at applying lore to mechanics. The problem is they've basically just, because you need a continuous setting burn, they don't develop their own, like, IP. The Magic IP is fucking anemic. See, I would even argue the commanders aren't that bad. Like, one of them makes Slivers indestructible, which is not the worst. Like, that one's okay. Sliver Legion is just coat of arms. No one's running Sliver Legion. Like, Grave Lord doesn't do shit. Sliver Queen and First Sliver are interesting, but like Sliver Queen is primarily a combo deck. And like, yeah, oh yeah, the I'd actually argue that like technically the First Sliver is like the fairest, like the fairest sliver. Like it's the one that slivers can actually compete these days with. The problem is that like people use it for fucking food chain combos. Without running sliver. This is why, like, if you ever look at like the competitive sliver decks, notice how very few slivers they actually run, because a lot of slivers are like, what does this do? This gives you +1/+0 for like 2 in a red. Like, okay, like yeah, that's a garbage card no one will ever run. And a lot of slivers are like that. And they released that last sliver precon, and a lot of them aren't much better. Like, hey, your slivers have afflict now. Why? They did do a League of Legends. Well, they did an arcane. So, for people who don't know, Wizards of the Coast has a thing called Secret Lair, where effectively they make $30 like limited run collectible sets of like Magic cards, right? And a lot of times they'll use those for crossovers. So like, so they did like, there's like they don't have any legendary creatures, which I think is like, that was there in that early days where they didn't really know what they were doing with, the crossover stuff. But yeah, you can get like, I think all of them are like way expensive now, but they do exist. Do a targeted dry brush on this. Oh boy, got a hiccup. But even now, I think the competitive sliver commanders still falter compared to like Kenrith. Kenrith kind of eats their lunch because he's just like a generically good 5-color commander that can also combo with a lot of shit, like a wider variety of shit. See, for the way I've always heard it described is that apparently League has gone through like 3 or 4 gigantic lore like overhauls, because like the way I understand it is like somebody who doesn't really play League, that originally it was like, you're a summoner, you're like a cool extra dimensional wizard, and then you come here and you get to summon all these cool champions, and then that's what the whole League of Legends is, that like you're a summoner in this league. And then that kind of like phased out because they wanted to make the world more of like a world. And then they did that, and then Arcane did really well. So then I think they, like, I mean, that might be like a chicken or the egg thing, where like, because of Arcane, they use that as an opportunity to rework the lore of some characters as well, to better fit like the either to better fit the Arcane version, or the Arcane version was a vehicle for their like lore redo. Like Victor, I think, kind of had like a pretty big character overhaul. Stuff like that. Yeah, see, it's not too hard to explain. And, like, the reason why they do, like, these crossovers is because, like, Hasbro was hemorrhaging money. I think it still might be. I know Monopoly, like, the fucking mobile Monopoly is apparently doing really good for them. But for the most part, like, Wizards has had to prop up the dying corpse of Hasbro for a while, so they need to make maximum money. Oh, you're talking about explain League. Gotcha. Prevent wars from happening. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like just turning like combat into a sport. So you'd have that. Okay. I got League lore experts in my chat. I'll give you a pass for now. Where's the tournaments dictate the story? Oh, that's cool. That's always the thing too. Like early on, companies like, yeah, we'll let players dictate stories. And then they're like, oh no, actually no, that's a mistake. We're gonna take that back. Like Warhammer had that a couple of times. There's been like a couple of campaigns where they've done like the Battle of Armageddon stuff, where it's just like, at one point players were influencing the campaign, and then they're like, no, actually that's not great. Hey Albert, how you doing? Welcome. This is my little Azeb buddy. He's Azeb Jim. He's Azebbing all over the place. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to do like blue feathers, if that makes any sense. I want to do like a brighter blue feather. Like a little bit of contrast. That might be fun. I'll go back and touch that up later. I'm going to use this Prussian blue. Blues are like weirdly enough, like the one color that I just don't have a lot of variety on. So if it is some, oh, okay. So they switched to like long form story, which makes sense to do. Like that's like that kind of stuff. I totally understand. I get that. One of the best new armies in my store. Hey, let's go. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I mean Hasbro is like, I think it's just because Power Rangers isn't toyetic enough for them anymore. Where they just can't sell Power Ranger toys so that like they don't give a shit. Like I'm sure you can, but like I don't know how well they do nowadays. From what I understand, legitimately deal because like D&D doesn't even really make money. Like at this point, like I do legitimately wonder if like you can tell they want like they were trying to make their own fucking like version of like Foundry so they could better monetize D&D, and then everybody was like, no, actually, no, don't do that. Nobody wants this. It's that thing. It's like everybody disliked that. I think Wizards of the Coast is really sad that like nobody won't want their bullshit because they so desperately. Oh, so wait. So I thought they were actually integrated. So Arcane is still an alt reality. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, go Dolphins! Big flapping. I have no idea what the Dolphins are like. Originally, because like I want to do orange because I don't have an orange army, and then the rest of the stuff I'm keeping like pretty standard to like Sultanate colors. Like, you know, I feel like that's a good mix of shit. Yeah, exactly. Bully corporations that they actually make things you like. But, you know. Actually, I don't think that's right. Wizards of the Coast is just gonna do whatever because like the dying corpse of Hasbro shackled to their shoulders. And animation absolutely fun. Yeah, that's like one of the things I have to be like convinced like, hell, listen, I understand this is League of Legends, but you should watch Arcane. And I did enjoy Arcane season 1. I have not watched Arcane season 2. I've heard it's not as good, and there's other things that I probably should watch first if I'm actually gonna sit down and watch something. How you doing, Bogarth? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, because Magic makes a fuckload of money, and unfortunately they're right. The fucking hold on, we got an ad break. I'll finish that. I'll finish that rant after I get some shoulders painted. Like, just so much bullshit with this guy. The most. There. It'll be awkward when I need to recreate this because I did a custom leather color. I don't even remember what the recipe. I guess that's the neat thing is I can always just watch my VODs to like remember my painting recipes. And we're back. I mean, sports teams do have good colors, to be fair. Like it's like sports teams, like, you know, they make money on merchandise for that reason. So it's fair. It's brought to you by Twitch Turbo. Hey, let's go. But yeah, no. So like the Final Fantasy set. I mean, it does look fire. Like it does look really good. Like they're actually doing really cool shit with the mechanics. But also, the Final Fantasy set is the best-selling Magic set yet. Guys, the set's not out. You cannot buy the Final Fantasy set in stores yet. It's already on record as selling the best. Like just process that. Just process that shit. And it's also like, it's like, yeah, so like why develop the Magic setting as much, you know, when you could, yeah, I did like, cause yeah, like there's, or like I really like the summons as sagas in Magic terms. It's a very, very intelligent way to handle them, and it lets you do some really cool creative things with the mechanics that I enjoy greatly. But also, that set is continued. It sets a bad example too. Yeah, I mean it's funny too because like Final Fantasy had a card game. It might still have a card game. My local shop has some packs of it, and I think it sold reasonably. But yeah, no, I think a lot of people were not aware of it. So like, ooh, a Final Fantasy card game. It's like, oh, buddy, you missed the original train on that, but that's fine. That's fine. The shit pig, fuck off, Newton. Why you going top yet? Yeah, it's league. I'm pretty much on record of saying I don't play games where I get like where no one has fun. How you doing, Tanu? Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Halbernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. What were you up to, nerd? Let me double check. Let me double check what you're up to. Also, Wipeout 990. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. And how's the Minecraft? How's the Minecraft going? How you doing, Llama Sama? How you doing, Wipeout? What were you doing on the Minecrafts? But yeah, check it out, everybody. So currently, what I am doing is I am working on some minis for a game called Trench Crusade. Minecraft with the buds. Hey, hell yeah, let's go, let's go. So I'm working on minis for a game called Trench Crusade. This is my Azeb. He's still very, very, very work in progress because he's got like a lot of very fine detail, which is aggravating. I also have this Azeb that I was working on, who's been enameled and is currently drying. He's turned out alright. I probably need to do some touch-ups and shit for him, but otherwise the base is there. And then I got my Sultanate assassin, who actually turned out pretty solid. I want to do some. Maybe I'll do. Let's see. How dry are you, my guy? Yeah, maybe I'll do a little bit of orange highlights on them. Got all the boosters. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I also been doing some Warhammer stuff. I've been doing the Emperor's Children. Here's my OC do not steal. This is definitely not word. No, they are word bearers. They're explicitly fallen word bearers, and I've been enjoying the fuck out of that. So sorry, I just saw like one little missing bit. That real quick. There we go. Yeah, he's not even done yet. I did a pretty heavy conversion on him, which I'm pretty happy with. Make it some. Let me do some like nicer highlights on this lad. But yeah, also if anyone has any questions about any of the mini things I'm doing, I'd be more than glad to help out. And also if you have to ollie out too, Tanu, I totally get it. It do be getting late. It do be getting late in this fine eve. Oh, yeah. Yeah, though, I mean, the One Piece is also probably coasting on the IP a little bit, but I've heard it's a pretty good game. I've heard the Digimon game is good. I might check out the Gundam one. I might try out the Gundam one just because it comes with minis, and I would like to do that. I think honestly the best case scenario is that Hasbro dies. Like Hasbro dies, and then like Wizards of the Coast manages to branch off into a separate company. Realistically, what would happen if Hasbro dies? Wizards is going to be sold off to fucking like one of those like basically. I'm afraid that Wizards of the Coast will have the same fate that happened that like Asmodee had, or like Fantasy Flight Games, where you get sold off to like these like big old groups, and it's just gonna get like ripped into pieces. Yeah. Private equity, I think that would be worse. That would actually probably be worse. Yeah, like sleeves. I use Dragon Shields. I just use Dragon Shields. I've tried the Katana sleeves, which are pretty solid, but they're always super slippery. Yeah, in a theoretical best case would be like if for some reason Wizards was able to split off from Hasbro prior to a Hasbro collapse. I cannot imagine that actually happening though. Like the circumstances behind that would need to be real fucking buck wild, or like somebody would need to like basically somebody like there'd have to be some way that like they would have to get private investors for Wizards of the Coast specifically, and then use that to like finance shit. I don't see that happening. Yeah, this cloak goes really, really nice if I do like this like really thin orange. I just like kind of hit these like raised areas. And I'll probably end up I'll probably cover this in like stuff. Like I'll probably put this in like the weathering powder and whatnot. Actually, right now this is looking pretty solid. Go, let's go, let's go. You have a chunk of money saved up. I don't know. I actually don't know if Hasbro would buy the license. I mean, I don't think that would be the worst thing to do. Like, I don't know, but the thing is, I think for this point, their branding for Pathfinder is like solid enough. I don't know if they call it like Pathfinder _ Dungeons and Dragons, maybe. It's like because the license is too valuable to shelve entirely, but also like Hasbro would need to throw away the Pathfinder license, really, I think, if they wanted to do that. Yeah, I don't know. The thing that I'm afraid of a little bit is that, like, there's people who be like, hey, Elon Musk, you should buy Wizards of the Coast. I'm like, I saw what you fucking did to Twitter. No. No. That's also bad. That's bad in a different way than the private equity death. Yeah, either he like moved on to something else, or like I don't know, that idea seemed to have stopped. But I do remember people were like asking him about it. I'm like, I would not want that. I would not want that. Yeah, I do feel like it would be like an Embracer, like Asmodee group or whatever. It would it would be shredded. It would be shredded into like various chunks. Like Hasbro would be, and then that would be like Wizards would be one chunk. The thing is, you still have the issue too for these big groups. Is like, I love tabletops. They're where money goes to die, really. Like that's really about it. So like, if you're a big investment group looking to like repay your investment, like I don't think D&D is going to be the thing to do it. Like I just like Wizards of the Coast has a hard enough time monetizing D&D. Like a big private equity group buying it is not going to be doing much better. Or maybe, who knows? Yeah, I assume Elon's thing is like that was just like an attention thing. He was just like, you know, people were saying that and they're like, ooh, I could be big dick savior of Wizards of the Coast. Like, Wizards of the Coast is not great as a company, but like, I don't know. It's teetering on the edge of exploding in some way or another. So like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yes, this is the best time to like hold on to it, but like, you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm curious to see how it will continue to like persist, I guess. Yeah, that could be true. You could do like D&D is the thing is, I still think the thing is like the licensing's too good. It's too good to waste on like a beginner product. Like, you know, if I say, like, I explain to people outside of nerd circles that I play D&D, because it's way, like, I'm going to be running Sword World on stream soon. That's going to be cool. How the fuck do I explain Sword World to normies? Like, how do I explain Sword World to normies? How do I do that? Well, the usual will be like, well, I could be like, okay, it's like D&D, but it's Japanese D&D. Because that's way easier than talking about it being, like, a divergent thing. So like, you would that naming is too powerful for to totally get lost, like by a buyout for Hasbro. But I also do imagine they would want to keep Pathfinder, so I don't know. Hasbro buying them probably wouldn't be the worst. Hasbro buying them wouldn't be the. I mean, Paizo buying Wizards of the Coast probably wouldn't be the worst. That's probably like a reasonable good end. Yeah, you paint your Warhammers. Yeah, that's luckily for the most part, like I still describe every mini I paint as like a Warhammer, and like, you know, it's easier that way. I'm partially perpetuating a system, but also like for the people who care about the differentiation are not going to be the people on the street. How you doing, Lord of Bones? Welcome. How you doing? The little highlights. So, because honestly, this orange goes on, like, I can like paint it really thin and just kind of hit up some areas. Pretty good. Like, look at, like, I think you guys can even see with like the, you know, the camera's always gonna be a little wonky. I'm also really curious. So post stream, this is gonna be the first photo I'm taking with my new iPhone camera. I don't know if how it's gonna look. It's probably gonna be fine, but we'll see. I still need to like look into doing. Because like when I went to the tattoo parlor, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I do like a lot of my mini photography on like an iPhone," and he was doing some stuff where he was like fucking with like basically like digital camera settings through the phone, which I didn't know you could even do without like a plugin or like not a plugin, a specific app for that. And I was like, ooh, that would honestly really be nice for just like, you know, for quick shots. Like after stream, I could be like, oh, I can make that look good, make that look nice. This is just Vallejo light orange. The original base coat was pink, and then I did bright orange on top of that. So it's like a very yellow orange. And it's already pretty thin, but I'm like for context on my hand, like this is about the consistency I'm working with, and I'm just letting it just go on in like a couple different layers. Like I get a little bit of water into it, I mix it up, I kind of like rinse it out on my hand a bit, and I just kind of go to these like the highlight area and just kind of get like a very. I'm basically glazing with this. It's turning out pretty good. Like not perfect by any means. So how you doing, Just Squishy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Explain my tank minis to people. Oh yeah, see, it's an eternal mood, yo. It's eternal struggle. But how you doing? How you doing? Also, Mr. Wolfie, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Yeah, honestly, I lucked out into these two oranges. They've been like consistently very, very fun oranges to paint, which is kind of funny because, like, you know, orange is kind of a pain in the dick to paint, but I've been enjoying having that option. How you doing, Ayosh? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I should also get a little bit on the underside as well. How you doing? How you doing? Actually, probably the underside is like maybe once this like little like one-off thing. I'm going to there's probably going to be a lot. Oh god, yeah, there's like little fragments on there. That's probably going to be getting a lot of the dust if I had to guess. For the undersides of some of these would be getting some of the dust. Just get like a slightly thicker brush and hit that edge real quick. Action figure add. Same, but I also don't go looking for them, to be fair. No, I wouldn't. I would not want to see Elon as a commander. That'd be the worst. Get a little bit on edges. There. Oh. Brush. Hey, excellent, excellent. Hey, well, if you like mini painting stuff, I do that at least twice a week. At least twice a week. Oh, thank you. I do all right. I'm glad you like my stuff. Thank you. Yeah, and then I still got these two other assassins I need to work on, but they need like some like legitimate. I had big plans for my a long weekend, and I did pretty good. Usually when I have a long weekend, I'm like, I wasted all my time. Oh, this is fucked up. No, I actually did. I actually got a lot of stuff done. I feel pretty good about it. Not fucking. I mean, but I mean, but I play Smothering Tide and Ristic only in one deck. My Elminster deck has both, but otherwise I don't have extra copies of either. That deck is just kind of like my longest running deck, so it's just gotten some kind of stupid upgrades over the years. What's how do I paint rats? I do. Could even do. Hold on. I'm gonna highlight the little funky bone man a little bit. Do I want to do the funky bone? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Then maybe like around the tips of the eyes and nothing more. There we go. There we go. Do I play Warhammer? Funnily enough, no. I do. So, I usually play Trench Crusade or Turnip 28. I do paint Warhammer minis. Like, I want to play Warhammer. It's always more of a pain in the dick to schedule than like a lot of these other games that I enjoy way more mechanically. Hey, here's my Lord Exalted. Exaltant? It's my funky cool lad. It's John McCool, dude. Oh. But I did not. I could set that up with just like a little bit of a brown. Excellent. Waiting to play Command. That would be fun. I do like Command a lot. Got time though. So much time. Yeah. Oh, and I can re-dry brush the little bits on the outside as well. Nothing too wild. Just get like a little bit more on there just to brighten that up again. Excellent. Oh, thank you. Like I said, I do all right. I do all right. On there. Lad. So this guy's mostly good. What I need to wait for is I'm probably going to eventually go back and do like weathering powder stuff, which I don't think I'm going to do that right now on stream. What the other guy was working on today? You lad. could do more orange. I could do more orange highlighty bullshit on this lad. Like miniature games, what really do is bang my head against the wall. Hey, you know, like somebody's got to do that because people could be like, oh, hey, the headbang guys, I hear them. Oh, cool, the shop's still open. You know, you're doing a community service, and I think the store owner is very thankful for what you're doing. That is hard labor. Also a stupid joke, but you know. Rebuilt. I feel like I take techniques that make it harder on myself. Like I was like technically a lot of the enamels should be pretty quick and done, but I'm like, okay, I like the way that look. I'm gonna build up color now. Hey, let's go. Backgrounds do be pretty bitchin'. A bit on there. So my piece in the gate. Yeah, and then after the cops are called on that though, like you know, you can only do that on weekends. You could do the headbanging during the week if you feel like it. It's weird because like the assassin lad I feel like took to. I could also just use a bit of the other orange, like the original orange for this. Actually, no, that does. Oh, yeah, the original orange actually goes well for this. And then maybe I can build up some of the highlights again. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's ridiculous. Like sometimes if there's like the recesses are a bit too dirty, I can just kind of go back with the OG orange and just kind of re-hit it. There we go. Now he's looking like the cat's pajamas. Why did I decide to use that? That's a euphemism I never use at all prior to this. Yeah, exactly. And how you doing, Blunk? How you doing? Welcome. The hero boxes? Oh, like what's it called? Like the Space Marine hero ones, like the blind boxes? Unless they have something like really cool for a faction I give a shit about, I'll probably ignore those. I do need to pick up the new Death Guard guy, but like I want to at least work on most of my Emperor's Children before I get too deep in the weeds on any other G-dubs thing. Like I'm gonna be working on Noise Marines next week, and then probably Lucius. I have Lucius. I need to get. I still want to put together Dark Angels and Stormcast. Actually, I mean sometimes Dark Angels do got some cool stuff for like hit bashing purposes. So like I don't know. I'll have to see what's in that one. But yeah, the Stormcast one I don't particularly need. I don't hate Stormcast or anything. I just I have plenty of Stormcast to do shit with that I don't need to, that are not ready yet. That's a little highlighty. The rhyme on there. I think the promise is this hand is almost like too thin. I need to like find somebody to like too flat. I need to do some way to texture that. The other areas are kind of pretty good. That was kind of looking pretty legit. Need to dirt that up. The quickie little thing I can do on the lad. Oh yeah, let me get a little bit more of on the backpack and the arms real quick. That'd be pretty good. It's green plastic marines and some. Oh, okay. So like kind of like there's like a Blood Angels one that was like that. I think sounds about right. I want to do. So, I need to do those straps. Whatever. I'll do a layer of this, and then the straps I'll go back to later. This Azeb still needs so much work, but he's so detailed for like what is like disposal. Like this guy is a definition of disposable chaff. Like he's pretty accurate in game. I use one in game, and they're pretty solid. But the thing is, they have terrible melee. So like if literally anything enters melee, he will die. Ideally, like I wouldn't even risk going into like doing anything with melee with him. Like if somebody catches you, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm gonna Hail Mary slap him. No. What you should probably do is just try to retreat. He's probably gonna get hit with a counterattack, but like -1 accuracy, I cannot stress enough, is just real fucking garbage. It's a balancing factor. Like I don't mind that he's got -1 accuracy. I just mean that like he's got like Tau melee strats. Where it's like what is your melee goal for the Azeb? Not have the Azeb in melee. That's really it, unfortunately. So this is like a stone cup. I kind of really like this. Still on there, I did not. But I'll find. Like, I have a Janissary guy. Yeah, maybe he's also got a lot of cloth on him, unfortunately. I guess I can make that back white or cream or whatever, but it's not super worth it. I feel like you would kind of like, if you're gonna have an Elden Ring board game, I feel like Radahn would be like at some point, maybe not like an initial expansion thing, but like at some point, you know? Like he's a very iconic lad. Like why would you not do that? Why would you not do that? Down there and get like the bottom edge of this real quick. Get on there, and then that'll probably be it for tonight. There we go. Lad. Excellent. Actually, I'll do the. I want to get the. I'll get a little bit more blue. I want to get like a little bit more. It's just because I got some. But so many times I'll just like I'm gonna paint this thing because I don't want to waste paint, which it's a good mindset to be fair. All right, there we go. There we go. So with that, let's pause the jams and let's go to the chatting screen. And wow. Thank you guys for coming. I had a lot of fun. This is last week's schedule. So next week's schedule is going to be basically the same, but I'm bringing back I will be I can hear myself. I will be doing a Saturday stream again. I'm going to be starting Silent Hill 3. Yay! I'm actually really excited. I really like Silent Hill. I've been really enjoying Silent Hill bullshit. And on Thursday, so Tuesday probably painting Noise Marines. Thursday Silent Hill 3. Saturday I will be painting I'll be playing the Fullmetal Alchemist game. And on Sunday, I don't know what I'm going to be painting on Sunday. Something. Probably a artillery witch. Probably an artillery if I had to guess. But yeah, and there will be a movie night this week as well. So yeah, everybody on YouTube, I'm gonna catch you YouTube nerds later. So bye YouTube people. Bye.